How's it going, everybody? This is GoldenboltLP, and welcome back for some more Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team. In the last episode, we got ourselves the Sunset Wing, courtesy of Raikou's electricity, and in this episode, we're off to Northwindfield to find Suicune to possibly get our last upgrade to the wing. And we've got Quentin with us, and we're going to be heading off into Northwindfield here shortly. Yeah, I think that's a good plan of action here. We'll get to the last of the legendary beasts and see exactly where that'll eventually take us. So, without further ado, we are off to Northwindfield. Let's do it, guys. Northwindfield. A little different from the other two. The game will be saved. Alright. Okay, here we go, guys. Northwindfield is another 30-floor dungeon, but with a lot of different Pokemon than what we're used to, as you'll see throughout. So, without further ado, turn up the music. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to what might be considered the most evil of the 3 field dungeons. Yes, even more so than Fiery Field. You'll see what I mean later. This dungeon is a little different, as I said, compared to some of the other ones that we've done previously. Meaning that we've got a few different Pokemon that we're not exactly used to seeing, and several that you need to take out very, very quickly, or else things will be all sorts of bad. But I mean, of course, the first section of the dungeon is kind of basic, nothing too hard. I would advise you get rid of Azumarils. You'll see why later. I don't want to spoil things for you, but that's probably your biggest threat right now. Oh man, Northwindfield. It is home to Suicune, as we talked about, the host of Pokemon Crystal, and possibly my favorite legendary in existence. Just because I have such a huge fondness for Pokemon Crystal. It wasn't my yeah, I guess it was. It was my favorite Pokemon game, I would go ahead and say, and I'm not sure why I like it so much better than Red and Blue. I do still love playing Blue once in a while, but Crystal holds a very special place in my heart. I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe it's because that's when I first started, trading and battling with friends with that game. And I was a little older than 6 or however old I was when the first Pokemon game came out. And I suppose it just had a whole bunch of great things because, Generation 2 you were capable of getting all 16 badges and returning back to Kanto, so it just kind of doubled the length of the game. And you also got to start with Totodile, who's my favorite water starter in existence. But now he's kind of in competition with Froakie, because, man, Froakie's a really, really cool starter. I had been kind of let down with the water starters ever since Totodile. I guess Mudkip was pretty good. I did like Mudkip, but since then, Piplup and Piplup, I don't really know. Piplup was I just didn't pick him at all. It was weird because I normally pick the water starter, and then I found out that Piplup would evolve into a water and steel type, and that was just not for me. I just don't like that combination, knowing that my water type Pokemon has a severe weakness to fire. It's just not okay in my book. But yeah, I mean, it's not Oshawott wasn't terrible, I suppose. I'm pretty sure I went ahead and picked him in Black and Black 2, simply because I was used to him and he was a pure water type, which was kind of a relief since it hadn't happened since Generation 2. That's what it is, roll out, if you saw that there. Azumarill rolls out, and that kind of brings back terrible haunting memories, funny enough, of Johto's Whitney and her Miltank, because, man, everybody, I think, was tormented by that stupid cow throughout their childhood. I'm sure if you bring up the move Rollout or Miltank to a Pokemon fan, will probably send out a very, very painful groan, because, man, I can't tell you how much trouble I used to have with Whitney as a child. But for some reason, when I grew up, I was like, oh, how did I have trouble with this? But every once in a while, when you replay like Heart Gold or something, I'm like, oh right, yeah, okay, and Miltank will just face roll you, and that's not okay. I had something else to say about Northwindfield, but oh yeah, Northwindfield. Whereas we're used to seeing Fiery Field and Lightning Field kind of split up in two different sections, one being kind of outdoor and one being in a cave. Northwindfield does that, but then it throws you for a crazy loop, and you'll see what I mean later, of course. But if I say the distortion world from Pokemon Platinum, that might make a little sense. You might see what I mean in comparison, because man, it's just it's weird, and it's out of nowhere, and it's all sorts of wrong. I don't know. I still don't know what the reasoning for that was. Maybe to suit the inclusion of Absol there at the bottom. He's only found on 2 floors of the entire dungeon. Also, I really hate when Crawdonts do that. Not just Crawdonts, but anything. When they decide to throw gravel rocks at you. And there's Delcatties will try and infatuate you too, so, you know, be wary of that. I think GB and Quentin have a tiny competition for Delcatties' affections, though I don't want to know how that plays out, because I really don't want to know what it's like between a duck and a cat, or whatever Quentin is, a gerbil, a giant fire gerbil, and a cat. Let's not create that image in our heads. Sound good, guys? Sounds good to me. Look at this thing. They're everywhere. They're haunting. There it is. Attract. GB's infatuated. Quentin's infatuated. They're both in love with a cat. What are they going to do about it? Well, GB's gonna get over it, but get infatuated again! That's just messed up, and then Quentin kills it, and GB is infatuated over a corpse, even though she's gone, and GB's just like, oh, she's so wonderful. Even though she's not even there. That was a Quentin moment there, GB. That was a Quentin moment, certifiably. That was not something that you would normally do, I bet. There we go, Northwindfield 10, the 10th floor. Northwindfield does take a long time in comparison to the others. It just felt like it did for me when I recorded it. Especially compared to Lightning Field. Lightning Field kind of went off without much of a problem, and we walked out with 2 recruits without them dying for like the first time ever. Oh, those Poliwhirls and Poliwags and Poliwraths eventually. Them and their water absorb. It's just not okay. It's just kind of a nuisance more than anything else. Oh no! It's haunting us again! Delcatty's back! What will we do? Well, drown it! That's what we'll do! How evil, GB. Drowning a cat that you once loved. I don't know what his problem is these days anymore. I can't vouch for GB anymore. He's just running all over the place, stepping on traps, getting mud stuck on him, and there's another one there all over the place! It's okay, because Quentin's going to mercilessly chuck daggers at it. I suppose thorns. They have this weird love-hate relationship. And sticks! I love sticks, but they have this weird love-hate relationship with Delcatty. Sticks are great. They're such good weapons in this game. And they're like, you'd expect them to kind of be the worst compared to Iron Thorns, but no. If you can, pick up a stick. They're a lot better. I promise you. Look at that, we're starting to luck out here with spawning in the room with the stairs is always nice. And we're almost to the part where things start to get a little crazy. 4 floors to go before they get almost crazy, and then they get really weird. And I'm like, oh, well, that's a little terrifying. And oh, traps. No traps though compared to the traps on Fiery Field, where you would literally change your step and there would be a new one. Oh, such awfulness. And a Chestoberry. Just kind of there. That's always good. And Delibirds! Oh, Delibirds. I always feel so bad defeating Delibirds, because they tend to throw you presents, and which heals you in this game, just like in normal Pokemon. So it's always nice if a Delibird decides to throw a present at you and it heals you. Of course, you know, bad if the other way around, where it doesn't work. But they're all over the place, and they're little Santa birds. Look at them. They're so wonderful. It's okay, he's dead now, though. You can see here now we're inside of a cave, which look like, those walls look like they have some weird hieroglyphs on it. Hieroglyphics, I suppose would be the right word. There he is again, Santa Bird dead. Oh, I'm ruining all the kids' Christmases. Gonna try some grimy food here, and it immobilizes me. Ah, good. Good, you know that's some good, solid grimy food if it doesn't poison you or burn you, but it immobilizes you completely. There's like a Delibird hiding out in every single room, and oh look, a room with a key. Too bad I don't have a key, but it's nothing important compared to, when you, think about HMs or anything like that. No, more HMs are gonna be coming into play later, so we'll need to round up keys again. And look at this, what is this? It looks a lot like the Distortion World. I know it's not, but what is that? There was one floor of normalcy, and then it's like, okay, the ground's gonna cut away, I guess? Maybe that's just like cave walls down there or something, but it totally reminds me of the Distortion World with a little snow on the top. But it's weird. It's like Suicune has an evil madhouse, and you'll see what I mean later. Definitely, because that gets a little expanded upon, as you'll see when we run into something. And it's not a Poliwrath, even though they are everywhere, making us unable to use water-type moves because they're all so high and mighty. At least they're not Politoads. No, Politoads. are the bane of my existence. The bane of GB's existence and Quentin's. There's always that occasional muck in every dungeon. He's always just like, hey, you can use water type moves now. I'm like, oh, thanks, muck. Thanks a lot. It's nice when they show up. I'm always like, oh, good. Oh, but no, we still got more Delibirds to take care of, ruining some more Christmases. And oh my god, it's my clone! This officially is a madhouse. I have to destroy myself, I guess? Suicune actually made this a madhouse. I wasn't kidding at all. There's another GB right there, and he defeated me! My clone defeated me. What is this? More of my clones. This is a madhouse. This is definitely a madhouse. What will we do? Oh, so many GBs! There are so many GBs! Well, there's not too much left of this dungeon now. Gotta destroy some more Santa Clauses, of course. That's never a good thing. And more traps, and more Polyrats, and more Quentin using Flamethrower on him. Okay, that works. And clones and stuff. What else is this madhouse going to bring us? Oh, look, he's actually used damage presence. That's never good. And more Delibirds to get rid of. It's okay, we're getting so close to the end here, I can almost taste it, and it's a Polytoad! Okay, tip, you need to take out these Polytoads quickly, because they are fully fleshed out with Perish Song, which, you know how that goes. 5 turns, and you hear that Perish Song, and you are down for the count. So it's in your best interest to get rid of those Polytoads, because they will ruin you, and thankfully we're lucking out here with not hearing the Perish Song. That's always nice. Pretty lucky, though. Oh gosh, this is a madhouse. This is confirmed, and he puts me to sleep. Don't do a Perish Song, and we don't hear it again. Lucking out here by these adorable little frogs. Too bad we have to destroy them. If only they weren't so evil using Perish Song. Oh, you know that's... Oh, and more of them, more of my clones, and more Perish Songs, and more scariness, but we're so close. It's so close. What else is this thing going to throw at us? What else could this hell dungeon possibly throw at us? It's none other than an Absol! And yes, Absol wants to join the team. No way, he's cloned our friend. We will give it a nickname, because it is none other than Dark Alfredo! He's not quite Dark Alfredo, I guess. He's Alfred 2! Alfred 2, there we go, in honor of Kid Icarus Uprising in P2. So it's Alfred 2. Will he make it? I don't know, because there's probably something waiting for us with a Perish Song to destroy us. I bet. I hope not, because that, ladies and gentlemen, that would really, really suck. And whoop! Big cut, because we all died. All of us. All 3 of us heard the Perish Song right at the 29th floor, which happened to be when we spawned in the same room as the stairs. It was all a big thing. I rage quit. I decided to leave the dungeon and level up some more. As you see, I'm level 44, and I now know Fury Swipes instead of Scratch. You also might notice that there are a lot more Pokemon that we recruited on the left sidebar there, because I did do a whole bunch of missions in my free time between dying right like a few steps away from the stairs, and when I decided to come back. So anyway, guys, we are here at the 29th floor, all powered up again. No more Alfred 2. He didn't make it. So here we go, the 30th floor of Northwindfield. Halt! Why are you here? Again! Again! Someone questions why we're here as soon as we get to the end. It's like they have nothing better to do. Clear and bracing air, crystalline pure water. To stand guard over this beautiful and untainted land, that is why I'm here. And it's none other than Suicune, as everyone had told us before, and to no one's surprise, one who runs with the Northwind. I don't know, I was always a little surprised when I found out that Suicune, when I was younger I found out that Suicune wasn't an ice type, because he just, you know, fits the ice type a little bit better than water, seeing as though he has that giant crystal on top of his head. But, it's because he purifies the water and all that stuff. Here I come! Yep, Suicune is, I guess, coming after us. We're gonna throw sticks at him, because that's how we do things around here. And disable him, per usual. And now I'm going to use the... Oh wow, Quentin's going with Smokescreen too. Magnificence of Fury Swipes, which is like 1,000,000 scratches. So, I think it was a very smart decision to replace Scratch with Fury Swipes. Especially in this game. And, oh, he recovered from both... Whoa! Quentin! No! No, wait, he had a water stone? No! He died immediately! No! Not Quentin! No! It's okay, we defeated him ourselves. Quentin! Oh well, I guess I didn't get the water stone, but... Wow! Wow. Northwindfield is so unforgiving. Woo! I have lost. I admit it, you are strong. And let's place that sunset feather down. The sunset wing. I always want to call it feather. I see you came seeking the Mirage Pokemon. Step back. Annoying noise again, and... with his windy north wind power, he swirled around the sunset wing, and it transforms into the rainbow wing. Gets a little blue on there. Glittering in the 7 colors of the rainbow, this wing is beautiful beyond description, because I guess Suicune has all the other colors besides orange, red, and yellow. This rainbow wing, it is the key to meeting the Mirage Pokemon. Take this wing, take it to the mountain, so high that its peak is obscured by clouds. Yes, take it to Mount Faraway. The Mirage Pokemon is at its peak. Yes, we've finally got the rainbow wing, and we are finally able to finish up this mission given to us by Spindall all that time ago. Quentin didn't make it. Poor Quentin. He didn't make it. Alright. So in the next episode, we will be heading off to Mount Faraway to finish up this Mirage Pokemon mystery once and for all. Oh, before I go, though, I should show you that I did get some mail. One being that the buried relic was discovered. Its site has been hidden by a crater of a meteor strike in ancient times. The buried relic is thought to date back beyond recorded history. There are rumors of treasures and perhaps even Pokemon that lived in ancient times. The buried relic is the main topic in Pokemon Square. So we'll be dealing with that later. Also, we did get something a little funny that I thought I would share with you real quick. If you'd like to pause that, it's a little funny. It talks about how Slowpoke is just a poor sad failure, but there you go, it's pretty funny. I figured I'd show that. So guys, next episode we will be heading off to Mount Faraway, finding that Mirage Pokemon, and finishing this mystery once and for all. Sounds like a good plan to me. Alright, thank you guys very much for joining me on this installment of our adventure. From me to you, have a very nice day. And I'll see you guys next time.